I'm getting ready to install a Roypow unit, a 105 amp hour, in a 2016 Precedent. So the electronics are in the back, not in the middle. So since I've got working on this cart that I've got all torn apart, I thought I would try to go ahead and show you a little bit of what's involved with mounting this Roypow unit. So I've got this cart all torn apart because I'm having the body painted and all the brow and all the underbody. I'm having all that painted. I'm going to put a rear seat. So anyway, that's why you don't need to do this to put a Roypow unit in. But this 2016 has electronics back in the back there. There's the plate for it. I just painted it. But that, and let me get out of the sun. All this wiring it goes right through the middle. What looks like I'm going to have to do, I want to save as much of this as possible so I can remount this bracket part, tongue I'm going to call it, that goes down in these holes. So I'm going to just nip off the front of this plastic. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to butt the feet of the Roypow unit up against this passenger wall. And up in the front, I'm going to butt it up against here. Now to do that, all of this is in the way. So right now I'm going to take and cut this all the way down to the floor, around, up, and I'm going to cut it right back up here. So when I get done, this opening, this whole corner is going to be gone. And I think that, and if I nip this bump here off at the floor and off at the back, and this bump, it'll keep enough of this intact that it'll keep that from kicking out the bottom. So I just wanted to show you that. Again, you don't need to take the cart apart like this. Okay, just got done trimming this out. Remember, there was a nub here, there was a nub there, and you can see the sun. There you go. I cut that piece out there. Okay, so now my unit will butt up against this wall all the way over to, it's hard to see, that plastic. Let me back up. So that's where I'm going to put my unit. Okay, and that'll allow me to keep this intact to secure that. And this is the tool that I used to do that. Just a little Dremel brand nibbler. I don't know what you call that thing, but that's what I used. Wanted to show you that. So I could drop the unit in right now because I'm not going to use a bracket. Remember, they sell you the bracket. I'm not using a bolting it right to the floor. So you're welcome to use a bracket if you want, but it's just an extra expense I don't think you need. Before I drop the Roypow unit in, I wanted to show you real quick how now that I've painted this, looks real nice, but this is what I was wanting to make sure that these feet on this plate would go down there and be secure. So it did. I have painted the bucket, ran some spray paint on the bottom to make it look nice, and getting ready to drop the unit in. But I wanted to show you, at least show you what I was trying to accomplish by getting this, and it's all put back in place. The wires are, or the harness is coming out in the right spot. So next we'll drop the unit in. Okay, got this Roypow unit dropped in and bolted in without a bracket. I wanted to show you, remember I told you I'm going to butt it up against this side, which I did. You can kind of look down in there and see the two bolts. Then over here, after I trimmed out what I told you I was going to trim out here, there's the two bolts, and it fits right up against this plastic divider. So I just wanted to show you how well that thing fits in there. Now I'm going to finish this thing. I wanted to tell you on mounting this, if you don't use the bracket, those bolts I use, you need 2.5-inch long bolts with nylon nuts on them. You don't need lock washers, but 2.5-inch bolt, either 1/2 inch or 5/16, and You need those to get through the webbing, because when you drill a hole, there's plastic webbing on the bottom, and you can't get a nut up in there, so you have to, just pinch it in there. So you got, 2 inches of webbing pinched in there. But think about that. Get you some 2.5-inch bolts, 4 of them, 1/2 inch or 5/16. Get you some 4 nylon nuts and put some fender washers on the top or regular flat washers, and that's what you got. So just wanted to show you that. Now all I have to do is, this thing would be ready to hook up. So that's what I'm going to show you. I did go ahead and run my meter wire. Got it laying up here. I'm going to put a dash kit on here, so I got to run it through here and drill a hole. So that's not part of this video. I just want to show you how nice this Roypow unit sits right inside these newer Precedents. Okay, I'm finished with this Roypow install on this 2016 club car. This is the final piece of the video. I want to show you something. The end result. Just built this cart. Awesome. Custom paint job, everything. So, wanted to show you, there's the meter. 100% charged. Here's what we look like. That's the Roypow unit. That's the battery charger mounted on board. That's a reducer. But look at all the room they have in here now. So all I have to do now is just tie wrap some of this stuff back up and make it look neat. But I want to show you that for the final video. So there you go. Very simple, very simple. And hope this helps anybody that's planning on putting a Roypow unit, especially in an older or newer Precedent. So call me, email me, whatever. I'll be glad to help you out. Thank you.